Welcome to MadeMuscle Motivation. I hope all is well with the viewers who are watching. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe now, and make sure you like the video and share as well. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead with the video and start. Today is just about loving yourself, right? And I know there's a lot of people that will see it as a kind of ego trip, or how can you say you love yourself? Or why would you put yourself on that pedestal and put yourself so high? No, it's very important to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love everybody else, or show love? At least, show someone that you care. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to in order to love yourself, that's obviously caring for yourself, looking after yourself, and all that kind of stuff. Because you get people who have self-hate, and it gets to a really extreme point where they don't want to live no more, they want to end their life and all these kind of things. And we see that with the suicidal rate is very high in many countries, many places around the world. And that is obviously self-hate. They clearly don't love themselves if they want to take their own life. So you have to love yourself, and obviously that comes with loving life, or loving your life how it is. Even if you go through ups and downs like everyone does, every single human being, they go through ups and downs in their life. So you have to learn how to handle things, how to deal with things. You have to expect that one day, something bad is going to happen, whether you lose a loved one, whether it be your spouse or parents or siblings. So it's very important to have that mindset of it's not always going to be great. Every single day is not going to be complete joy and happiness. There's going to be times where you're sad. There's going to be times where you're angry. So these kind of emotions you have to learn how to control. And not to get into all the emotion sides, I basically want to talk about people that go and do surgery, and people that hate their skin color, they hate their complexion. You get a lot of people who are dark around the world. It could be in Jamaica, it could be in any place in Africa, it could be in Asia, because you get a lot of, like for example, Sri Lankans. They're from Asia, right? But they have dark skin tone, darker than my complexion, right? And some of them are really, really dark, and they're Indian or Asian. And in obviously their countries, in many of these countries, you have the fair skin tone Asians, and some who are darker, and some that are even more darker. And same goes for in Jamaica. There's a lot of different races. You have a minority, a small minority of Chinese, small minority of Indians, and even white people live in Jamaica, right? And then you get different Jamaicans who are light skinned, some who are really dark, and this can affect them because some people believe that they can't get jobs because they're too dark, and all these kind of things. So they get upset, they don't have confidence. And even it's the other way around. You get people who are very light, white people who are very light, and they consider themselves really pale, and they want to get dark, or they want to get darker, sorry. And they put themselves in the sun in the middle of the summer for hours upon hours upon hours till their skin gets burnt, right? Whether they're using sun cream or not, they still get burnt, and they turn red, and their skin peels, and all these kind of things. So it's like no one don't seem to be happy with themselves and satisfied and have contentment with themselves. Rather, they want to be someone else. You've been, this is how you are. You're supposed to be black. You're supposed to be really white, really pale. You're supposed to be really dark. Or, for example, some people who have kinky hair, right? They say that their hair is too knotty, it's too afro-y, it's too tough, it's too rough, it's too this, it's too that. And they end up straightening their hair to make it look European, right? And this is something that we have to avoid. We should be proud that we have an afro, or anyone, just be proud of yourself, Don't matter where you come from, be proud of yourself. Or be happy that you're the skin color that you are. God has created you like this for a reason. God does not make any mistakes. Yeah, the Creator, the Most High, Allah, does not make no mistakes. Okay, He created us like this for a reason. Everyone's going to look different. No one's going to look the same, right? And no one does look the same. You might get someone who looks similar, of course, obviously, like twins, or someone they're not even a family member, but they kind of look exactly like you, right? But we're not exactly the same, let's be real. There's always some slight differences. Even with twins, you will see a slight difference. A person may look at the twins, a set of twins, and be like, I know this person is so-and-so because he has that beauty spot at the side of his face, or I know she is not, I know that this, out of the twins, this person is so-and-so because, their eye is slightly, different or something. There's always, the eyebrows are thicker, or, the hair is different. There's always something. The teeth looks different. There's always something, there's slight difference in human beings. Whether you look the same or not, whether you're twins, whatever the case may be. So we're all made different. So guys, just be happy with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and just say, I'm glad to be who I am. Personality wise, my lifestyle, just in general, right? Just be happy with yourselves. That's not to say everyone's got a great lifestyle, by the way. Some people have a poor lifestyle, but at the end of the day, that's who they are. We can't tell them what to do. They're not going to change. That's just who they are. And like I said, in general, when it comes to yourself, don't change who you are. And personality wise, I guess I'm not really talking about that, but I know you could kind of be yourself, or whatever the case may be, but some people have some messed up personalities, and I'm not trying to encourage that, right? So I can't turn around and just say, yeah, that person should be themselves when they're just doing something crazy or whatnot. They need to change, right? But I'm saying in terms of the way you look, you see some people, for example, who have tattoos, and they end up tattooing their whole face, right? This is actually common now. It used to be rare, but there's a lot of people who do this, right? Not too common, obviously. You're not going to see it every day with someone with tattoos all across their face. But I guarantee you, in every single country around the world, there's going to be one or two people with, their face completely covered. And then obviously countries like the UK and America, and places in America rather, or countries or states in America and cities, you will find that there are people that completely tattoo their whole body. It's like they don't want to be seen. It's crazy. They're born pure. No baby comes out of the womb with tattoos or some crazy piercings all over their ears, or their nose with crazy piercings, as we see sometimes as well. I've seen it on TV where people get tattoo in their eye, and I don't know how they don't go blind. Only Allah knows. Yeah, so Allah's obviously having mercy on some of these people, or maybe not mercy, but you know what I mean. That, like, it's written that their eyes not meant, they're not meant to go blind, right? And there's some people who wake up, they have good eyesight one morning, they wake up next morning completely blind. But yet these people, they tattoo their eyes. They get a tattoo on their eye and not go blind. So it just goes to show the level of self-hatred that some people have for themselves. And some people actually think it's good what they're doing, so it's like they'll get crazy amount of tattoos on their face, but really they're damaging their face, and it doesn't look good. It actually doesn't look good, but they think it looks good. And some things become trends, so people do all sorts of craziness. They dye their, nothing. I'm not to say that anything's wrong with dyeing your hair or whatever, but it's just that they want to be different. Yeah, they want to look different. They're not happy with the way their hair is, the color of their hair, the color of their eyes. That's why people get contacts and stuff like that. And that's not to say no one shouldn't be doing anything like that. You can do as you please. I think obviously it's worse when it comes to the surgery and like you're changing your features, your actual features, your face, and because when you dye your hair, it's nothing. You can dye it back to how it was. But when you change your face, you can't change it back to how it was. Well, you can, but then that just means more surgery again, and you're literally just messing your face up anyway. So obviously you see people get their nose done, you see people get their lips done. Obviously people get their lips bigger. There's people that get their nose reduced to make it look smaller and make it look more westernized and European. There's people that pin back their ears. Maybe their ears come out like that, so they pin it back. And maybe that's for them. They've done it because they used to get bullied in school, so then they pin back their ears and get surgery that way. But there's other people who do it for a trend. They see the likes of all these famous people getting their lips done and made bigger, and so they follow in suit and they end up following that trend. Whereas someone like me and many other people that may look like me, we have lips that we don't have to do anything for. We don't have to do surgery to it, right? There's people that are trying to get, lips like us, a bit bigger. So obviously European people who have thinner lips, they tend to feel this kind of, what's the word? Like they see other people and they feel like a bit upset with themselves because they haven't got that. They see all these celebrities getting surgery left, right and centre, so they want to be like them. And that never used to be the case. I remember growing up, surgery wasn't common at all. Maybe amongst the older folks, but now it's just like, the older people, posh, rich people used to do it. Now it's people just like me and you who work a 9 to 5. They save a lot of money up. They save their money up. Instead of going holiday or saving up for a mortgage, they're now doing their lips. Still living in the same house, in the same area. They're not rich at all. But they're getting so upset with themselves, seeing all these people on TV getting their lips done and this, that, and surgery and whatnot all over all over their face and whatnot to look different. And so they're trying to keep up with them. As they say, keeping up with the Jones, right? The Joneses. And it's funny we say that there's keeping up with the Kardashians now, and all these women are trying to look like them. So it's a shame. Just be yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself. And on that note, I'm going to end it here. I could speak forever on this topic because I'm so passionate about this. I really am trying to endorse this this mindset of just being yourself, loving yourself. That's why I come on here with my afro like this. I'm not the type of person that's going to be like, let me wait until I get my hair done. People are going to see the way my hair is. I better get it done before they see it. I don't care about all that. I'm just me, right? This is attached to my head. It's here for a reason. I could go and get a haircut tomorrow. You know what I mean? I could do that. I even had a friend who told me, he said he saw a picture of me before with my haircut. And he said, that looks really good, like with your haircut like that. You should get it done again. I said, nah, I want to grow my hair for as long as I live. Unless, obviously, if we go Hajj, which is, for those who don't know, it's a Islamic pilgrimage. This is something that we do once in a lifetime. And when you go there, you have to cut your hair completely off, like, you know what I mean? Men do, anyways. So, unless I go there, that's different, because I'll cut it off and then grow it back again. But other than that, I'm going to be growing my hair. So, yeah, just don't listen to what other people got to say as well. And that's not to say, by the way, that obviously that brother, he's a good brother. He was just, making a point. He obviously saw, a picture of me without my hair and, a nice trim haircut, however you want to put it. And he said, yeah, it looks good like that. And I could have listened to him and been like, you know what, he's right. Let me cut my hair. No, I'm keeping it because I want to. I don't follow trend. I don't care what anyone else is doing. Even recently, my eldest, he cut his hair. That's his choice. It suits him. It looks good, right? But me personally, I'm not cutting my hair. And so just be you. If you're a person who wants to, have your hair long, don't worry about what other people are saying because they're cutting their hair short or anything like that. Just be you, okay? And yeah, just be natural, as natural as possible, because a lot of people are fake now because they're getting everything done, surgery all over the place. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, that was, I can't remember the episode now, but it will be there. You'll see it. I'll put it on here so you can see it. So yeah, until next time, MadeMuscle Motivation, and I'm out.